Hi, Rob here. I wanted to do a part two for this video. Kind of got cut off when I was in the midst of it. So down here, verse 15, we left off, and it says in English, "And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast in the lake of fire." And we learned in the previous video that whosoever is eatis in the Greek, which eatis 1536 in the Strongs, which means if any, or if any man's thing. Okay. So when you read it like that, it's, and if any man's thing was not found written in the book of life, it was cast into the lake of fire. Okay, because we also have to realize that death and hell were cast in the lake of fire. This is the second death. It says, and whoever, if it was whosoever of people were not found written in the book of life were cast in the lake of fire, then that's simultaneous. You have death, hell, and whoever was not found written in the books of life going in the lake of fire. But this is eatis, which is any man's works, any man's whatever, which are works up here. Because it's right here, it says, judge out of the things which were written in the books. So the things were written in the books, not the, and it's according to their works, okay, written in the books, right? Judge every man according to their works. So, but here's the most important thing I want to get on this video is 1 Corinthians 13 talks about the last enemy to be destroyed is death. So we're going to flip back there and then just read that and come right back to this. So 1 Corinthians 15. Okay, we have here, where is it? 26? Yeah. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. This is 1 Corinthians 15, 26. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Okay. So if the last enemy to be destroyed is death, let me first get this in context. We're going to go verse 21. For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead. So we know that death came through Adam and resurrection of the dead came through Jesus, right? For as in Adam all die, even so in the same way, that's what it means in the Greek, in Christ shall all be made alive. So if every man has to die, then every man in Christ will be made alive, which goes with the majority of the text. Just that one whosoever is in question. But we continue. But every man in his own order. Christ, the first fruits. So those who are in Christ, the first fruits. Afterward, they that are Christ's at his coming. Then comes the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God, even the Father. When he shall have put down all rule and authority and power. For he must reign till he has put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. There. So we go back to, let's see when it's destroyed in Revelation 20, okay? Revelation 20. It says, and death and hell were cast in the lake of fire. This is the second death. And eatis, that is, if any was not found written in the book of life, they were cast in the lake of fire. If any what? Now, if all these, death, hell, and whosoever or whatever, was thrown in the lake of fire, the last enemy is death. Hell is a state or condition or place. It's a state or condition, actually. And then whosoever, it actually would be the works of the enemies. The last enemy to be destroyed is death, right? So men and women wouldn't be in there because they would be enemies if they were, but they're not because they're saved, right? That makes sense? So we have context and the original text to back up